What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the eighth installment of the TNC podcast. Today's going to be a little different. Our main co-host, Fayed, couldn't be here today, so we got Bap replacing him. You've seen Bap before. Bap, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey, name's Bap, favorite team's Pittsburgh Steelers. And yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And you've also seen JD, Nicholas, Dominique before. And reintroduce yourself.
I'm JD Dominique, big Saints fan, so we're gonna have a lot to talk about. Pelicans fan too, so yeah.
All right, and then we got a new guy, one of the biggest football heads I know. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Nate.
What's up, y'all? Name's Nate Hazen. Maybe you can see by the background, got a flag right there. Big Pats fan. Like Capitals too, but nobody gives a shit about hockey, so I guess it's just football. Yeah, that's me. I go to James Madison University. Yeah.
Yes, sir. And you're a Celtics fan, right? You're a Boston guy.
Yes,
right?
sir. I keep it to Boston, football and basketball.
All right, respect. All right, well, first thing I want to go over, Bap's in the picks we do, so Bap will be interested to hear this. The picks last week, I went 9-5. Bap had a bad week. He went 7-7. And now we have a new first place finisher. Davin is actually tied for first with Bap, but I put him above just because why not? Bap and Davin are tied at 57, 29, and 1. And then I'm 55, 31, and 1. And then Fayed's in last place at 52, 34, and 1. So it's pretty close. Now it's really anybody's game. So I'm excited for that. But, let's get right into the NBA topics before we go. As a lot of you know, this came out yesterday. Russell Westbrook wants out. He does not like what's going on in Houston. Where do you think he should land? Let's go with Nick first. You're on mute. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Come on. All right, ignore that, guys. Now Nick, go.
This fucking dude.
No,
Wait, could none of y'all hear me, or was it just Logan?
I couldn't hear.
It's just
I couldn't hear anybody.
All right.
Okay.
Now that that's
Okay, so where I know the Hornets were one of the teams.
Hornets did come out and say, I think the Clippers. I know that the Clippers need a point guard. I heard some rumors about that. That's all I got right now, but I know there's some other teams that could obviously use him.
The Clippers would be an interesting team, honestly. If they could somehow get him, I don't think they could without Paul George or Kawhi.
What would be a good team for Westbrook?
If they did, that would be pretty impressive. But I don't know if they'd still be contenders. It would be an interesting chemistry, honestly. The Hornets, no, they could use anyone. So having Westbrook lead a team like he did in OKC would definitely be fun to watch again. I'll just go ahead and throw it out there. The Pelicans have a lot to offer when it comes to trades. I've heard a lot of rumors. I haven't heard anything Westbrook-wise, and I probably wouldn't want him here. But if the Pelicans want to make that move, they definitely could.
Bap, what are your thoughts on Russell Westbrook wanting out?
Dallas Mavericks, man. Perfect fit. He'll slide right in there.
You think?
Easy. Him and Luka, he'll feed him. He'll start feeding the ball again, Give it to Boban. Get Steven, just like Steven Adams,
I don't think Russell Westbrook is like a fitting. I don't think he'd fit really well anywhere.
Russ Westbrook's not a feeder, bro. He's a shooter. Like he's a hogger. I don't know. He's not a Luka Doncic basketball.
He's gonna change it up next year. He's gonna change it up.
You think he's been playing like that his whole career? You think he's just gonna flip it one year?
No, he's still gonna do it, but
here I got a hypothesis when it's my turn. I don't want to interrupt Bab's time.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. I'm
all right. Well, I mean, I think he's gonna go to a team that kind of isn't really started. I think he's gonna take the paycheck, go to like the Knicks or something like that, where he's just a sole guy and all he can do it by himself, just with a lot of money. But I think once he gets older, that's when he goes. You know what Rondo did with the Lakers? That's when he goes to a team where all he can do really is when he loses his athletic prowess, which has got him so far. I think he'll switch to a team where he's more of a disher and a feeder and a real actual point guard. But you see Russ now. I hate to say it, guys. Am I the only one here who thinks he's overrated?
I
think Russell Westbrook's overrated. As a Celtics fan, I would much rather have Kemba Walker on our team than Russell Westbrook. just for the sake of the chemistry. Like you saw with Kyrie, you saw how we do better. Like Kyrie's a better basketball player than Kemba Walker, but we did better than Kemba Walker. Why is that? Because Kyrie is just a prototype. He's a modern give the ball to me guy. We didn't need that. We don't need that point guard. And Russell Westbrook is the epitome of that. He's the let me have the ball and let me do my thing. And recently that just hasn't been working out. And you saw, and like, Bab, that's why I started cringe when you said Luka Doncic. Like you saw in Houston with, James Harden, who's the main shooter, should always be the main go-to. That didn't work out for us. It didn't work out for either of them. So that's why he should want out. And honestly, everybody should want out of Houston right now. What? It is a terrible time to be a Houston sports fan.
Houston is falling apart because PJ Tucker is mad about
it. Be a Houston sports fan.
Yeah.
Gosh. I mean, it's just – I feel bad for Deshaun Watson. What did you sign, like a 4-year, $400 million contract?
To say about Houston later on.
What'd you say?
I have something to say about Houston later on.
Go ahead. You got it right now.
The Texans.
Yeah, we'll do that when we get to the Texans. The other thing about the Rockets is PJ Tucker's mad about his contract. Eric Gordon, Daniel House, and Austin Rivers are all mad about like how they're getting the ball. So it's really just falling apart.
Like 2K when everybody's morale is low and you see all the angry faces next to them. Yeah.
When you sim for like 2 months and you forget to and just everybody's morale just like dips to under 30.
Yeah, I know that was going to cut it here, but
yeah. Russ, I agree with him. He should want to get out of there. Like Houston's just kind of falling apart right now. I know Harden said that he's committed to Houston, but it doesn't seem like anybody else is. So I believe I'm with Russell Westbrook on getting out of there.
I'd give him 1 more year, and if it doesn't work out, blow it up.
I would like the Hornets trade. I want to see him run the team by himself again because in OKC, he's pretty well doing that. So I don't want to see him back the Mavericks. That's Luka's team. Luka's going to be the best player in the league very soon. That's Luka's team. Don't mess with that.
I think if he went to the Hornets, it would be kind of similar to how it was in OKC, except I think the Hornets have a few more younger weapons around them back when like Russ compared to when Russ was in OKC. I know OKC is pretty now.
His team.
Put Graham at the 2, bro. He's a spot up.
Fault Westbrook.
Yeah, he'll feed Westbrook his assists. Don't worry.
All right. And speaking of the Pelicans, Nick, I want to get your opinion on them looking for trades for Drew Holiday. What your reaction to that?
It was pretty sad. I'm gonna be honest with you. Drew Holiday has been a staple of this franchise for a long time, and he's kind of flown under the radar. Not a lot of people will think Drew Holiday is an all-star Cowboy player, which he is, one of the best defensive guards in the league. I would probably say the best defensive guard in the league.
A lot of players would. I've seen an interview where Kevin Durant was giving props to some underrated players, and he said Drew Holiday was, in his opinion, the best guard defender in the league.
He is, in my opinion, and he's a scorer when he needs to be. I think he's just kind of in a tough situation right now with all these young players we've gotten, and we're not looking at him as much. Like it was basically him and AD for a while. And now that AD's gone, we brought in a bunch of young players. BI is going to be a star of the team. Zion's going to be a star of the team. And honestly, Drew, we're just looking for more talent. So I saw one of the trade situations. But overall, I'm very sad about this because I loved him. Great guy.
Are you guys looking to get, like, picks or players? Do you know?
Apparently, the Celtics are the front runner in the trade.
I did see that. Celtics and the Hawks are the 2 like main teams that are trying to get him.
Actually, I saw something that the Hawks weren't actually looking at him, and that was just David Griffin hyping it up. David Griffin's a freaking genius, by the way. We're gonna get something good for him. I saw something the Celtics traded. We would get like 3 first-round picks. Is that right, Nate?
Well, the Celtics, what they do is they have a bunch of lower-tier first-round picks that they would trade to somebody for one lottery. And then they would shift it to you guys for Drew Holiday, which personally, I'm not the basketball wizard, but I don't know. Like, I don't know. We already have.
That would be a win for y'all if y'all turn 3 late picks into Drew Holiday.
Yeah, exactly. When you say Drew Holiday is a good, a really good defensive, like perimeter defender, like I'm sorry, don't we already have Marcus Smart? Like, do we really need another Marcus Smart? Like, if I'm the Celtics, I need a big man.
Sorry. I'd take Smart over Holiday.
I would take Smart over Holiday too. I mean, I never watched Holiday.
You're just smoking again.
Nah, dude, nah.
Dude,
okay.
I mean, just Marcus Smart
is a Pelicans fan. If you think Marcus Smart is better than Drew Holiday, you can leave, all right?
Because he's a total different breed. If you watch Marcus Smart, he's just an absolute different breed of, like, basketball player. Like, not even different breed. He's almost, like, stuck in the late 80s.
They got you on over there at VT. Come on, JD.
Nah,
Dude,
okay,
Drew
here's my
Holiday's
take on it.
Out of Marcus Smart's league, it's not even close.
Drew
Listen,
Holiday is like a better scoring version of Marcus Smart and taller and longer. He just
and a
doesn't
better
talk.
defender.
Marcus
So he's
Smart will
basically better at
bark. He'll
everything.
talk. Drew Holiday is just quiet and he does his thing. He doesn't.
Smart has the resume. He's been there. He's
Drew
done it.
Holiday's been on the Pelicans for the last 10 years.
And that's his. Yeah, that's holding him down.
Drew Holiday averaged like 18 and like 7.
Yeah, dude. Anytime you saw him on the team by himself with like AD out, he would drop 30 every game. He's that kind of guy. And honestly, one of the things I was intrigued with was that the Nuggets were interested. If we could, this is a long shot, but if we could pry away Michael Porter Jr., that would be amazing. That's a long shot, I know. They said that they would include Bol in a trade. But if we could get MPJ, I would be ecstatic. I'll give him that shooting guard.
He's one of the best
that
playoff players out right now.
What?
He played amazing in the playoffs. He's like one of the best players out, like in the playoffs right now.
Michael Porter Jr.?
Yeah.
I
He
know.
played good off the bench.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now another trade rumor, which is pretty big.
In the playoffs, man. Shit.
He played good. Another trade rumor that was also really big was that the Suns are looking to trade for CP3. Do you think he fits in there? Like, what are your take on that? Let's start with Bat this time.
I think, yeah, it's either going to be the Suns or the Thunder, you know. He fits right in, just like with the Thunder. I think it could be either one, easily either one, but nowhere else.
Okay, Nate or JD?
You know, okay, Nick, go ahead.
Yeah, I got it, Nick. I got it. Thank you. We saw with the bubble, the Suns could be a contender. You know what I mean? They're kind of there. Like, I mean, a year ago, they were kind of a joke, right? Is that just me? They were not there, but they're kind of there. They're kind of legit. CP3, veteran, playmaker, good defender. Hey, man.
Put Rubio at the 6.
Book's at shooting guard, right?
Yeah, Book's at 2.
Book would be at shooting guard, CP3 at point. Who do they have point now?
Ricky Rubio.
Yeah, Rubio.
CP3 is like a 10 times better version of Ricky Rubio.
All right. I kind of see that. They got Ayton.
Oubre.
Cam Johnson.
CP3 would be a great fit in Phoenix.
I like that.
Their starting point guard, if I'm not mistaken, is Ricky Rubio, right? Ricky Rubio's job is to pass the ball. Okay, Ricky Rubio is not a scorer. Chris Paul is probably, I would say, a better passer and obviously a better scorer. So that's an instant upgrade. You plug him in with Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton, the young Phoenix core. He's a mentor. He's just going to be there. He's going to be talking to these guys. I think it's probably one of the best trade fits I could possibly think of.
I agree. I think he fits very well. And I know he might be looking for a ring, but he could wait and do that in like 2 years. Do like what Rondo did kind of with Braun. Like kind of what Nate was saying earlier.
Actually, maybe not older, but
CP's got a good 2 or 3 years of playing solid basketball left. So I think it's a good fit going down to Phoenix. Anybody else got anything to say about that CP3 topic? No? All right, I want to hear your top 3 MVP predictions for the next NBA season. Let's start with Nick down here, and then we'll go Nate and then Bat.
That's easy. Number 1 is Luka Doncic. Easy. This man has been improving each year, which is crazy because he's going into his 3rd year. He's already one of the best players in the league. I think this is a year he overtakes Giannis as the best young player in the league. So number 1 is Luka, no doubt in my mind. Number 2, I'm going to have to go with Giannis. Giannis is just a constant here, you know. He's proven time and time again, best player in basketball. His future's a little sketchy, unknown, but he's number 2. Number 3, Zion Williamson. All right, listen, new coach, new
That's your best
players,
one right there.
possibly. I think Zion is going to make a big splash if he can stay healthy. I really, not only just because of how good he is, if you look at just all his stats, like this dude's a beast. But I forgot what I was going to say. But Zion, if he can stay healthy, is going to be one of the best players in basketball. And the hype surrounding him is going to get him in that MVP conversation.
Okay. Now, Nate, what are you thinking?
Number one, I would put Doncic too. Number one, Doncic. Doncic or Doncic?
Doncic. I don't even know
Doncic. I'm just gonna go Doncic. I'm gonna leave Giannis off of my list for the sake of just leaving off my list because I just think everybody's gonna be reluctant to pick Giannis Antetokounmpo, the man who probably won't win a championship where he is, the third straight MVP. They want a little bit of spice in it, so I'm gonna leave Giannis off. So two, I'm gonna put Harden. And this is make or break because if the Rockets are good, I think Harden's MVP because everybody's gonna put spec on his name because he's carrying that team by himself. And number three, I'm picking Ja Morant, Memphis Grizzlies. Just
Okay.
dark horse. I mean, you saw that man ball. I know Nick doesn't like that because I personally don't think there's a chance Zion Williamson, the old fabled Zion Williamson, was not the best player to come out of that draft, Nick. And I know I see it on your face. You know it.
Dude, that's not why.
I
think Ja needs 2 or 3 more years, and he's in that conversation. I don't see him.
2 or 3 more. Did you not see him last year, G?
I did
2 or
see him.
3 more
He was
years.
amazing. He's not
Dunk of the play of the year. He won play of the year.
You know,
The dunk over Bonds?
Zion played the whole year.
Baines?
He would have ran away with the rookie.
Homeboy, Zion needs 2 or 3 more years, my guy. Ja
Zion
is
does
there.
not need 2, 3 more years.
Ja is there. Ja. I don't know how to pronounce these NBA names. He's
Ja
there.
Morant needs
Ja
more
Morant.
time to be an MVP contender.
Okay.
That's all I gotta say, man.
All right, Bat. What do you think?
Those were some pretty good ones, but number one, I'll go Harden number one. Okay,
Stay off the fucking weed, Bab.
dude, it's clear and obvious. He's led the league in points per game, points, everything. What else do you want from him?
He averaged 35 and didn't win it. It's not all about points.
Assists too. He gets assists.
If the Rockets don't have team success, which I
They're
don't
always
think they
in the playoffs.
will, then
Always
Harden's
in the
not going to be in that conversation.
Harden number one, JD.
Okay.
Okay, number two. You guys ready for number two?
Yes, we're
LeBron.
ready.
LeBron.
I was surprised not to hear that one yet. I'm not gonna lie.
Bro, he should have won it this year. Giannis shouldn't have won it. Clearly.
I don't know
why.
about that.
AD is more likely next year.
He carried his team. I mean, yeah, he had AD, but he still carried his team. And
All right.
then-
What about
okay,
three?
number three. This is a tough one.
I'm gonna throw up a name. I want to throw up a name. Jason Tatum.
Hey, I was gonna put him as my dark horse candidate. I think he has a chance.
I personally don't
Legitimate-
think so because the Celtics just don't work like that. To where man, well, probably I can't see him averaging over 30 a game, and to be MVP, you kind of just have to do that.
John Wall.
That I love it.
I mean, Jason Tatum has like at least.
Comeback player of the year, John Wall.
How do I name Jason Tatum and then say that he doesn't have a chance, and you go with John Wall? What? John Wall. MVP.
Bradley Beal, bro. Bradley Beal.
John Wall.
Bradley Beal, MVP. All right, I hate that Bradley Beal got snubbed this year. That's a shame. Even
This dude didn't even make. This dude had an incredible season, and they wouldn't even give him an All-Star berth, bro.
Okay, I don't want to get all mad now, so let's not bring that up.
What are you gonna cry?
But okay, so let me go mine. Number one, it's obviously got to be Luka. I mean, it's all set up for him to take the MVP. But number two, I was surprised not to hear this name. Steph Curry. Like, what's up?
Oh, true. Forgot he
Stephen
existed. I
Curry?
probably would have put him at 3
Hmm.
over John Morant.
And then I kind of got a tie between my number three between LeBron and James Harden. I think James Harden could really go out there and average 40 this year. I think is a real possibility, considering how many shots he gets a game. And if he does that, I think he could get it. But I don't know. I think
JD's
LeBron might
list
be good.
sounds stupid now.
Hmm?
Nothing.
That's what I thought.
Never mind.
But no.
Any dark horses y'all want to throw in there besides fucking rookies?
This is one. I mean, this is a pretty dark horse, but as a Pelicans fan, watch out for Brandon Ingram. All right, that's all I'm saying. Maybe
Okay.
KD too.
I
While we're
was
at
about to say
the
KD. I
topic,
was about to say KD.
I like
KD.
that. I like KD.
I don't
like
want
that
to.
pick.
I don't like the guy.
I love KD.
dude, KD. Honestly, now that I think about it more and more, KD makes a lot of sense.
I do. I like that.
I mean, there's just
KD pick.
not a team that I have any reason to despise more than the Brooklyn Nets. I mean, Kyrie and KD on the same team.
Come on, man.
The two biggest snakes in the league on the same team. That's crazy. That's just crazy. Kyrie, all he does is just come and ruin the Celtics organization. He tried to. He failed. Tried to ruin us, but he failed.
All right. I don't know if you guys heard, but it's official. The NBA season is going to start on December 22nd, and it's going to be a 72-game season. Now, a lot of the teams that went far in the bubble aren't too happy. Do you think the NBA made the right choice here? Or do you think they should have went back? I haven't started with Nate yet, so I'm going to let Nate answer this one first.
Homeboy, I feel bad for the athletes, but it's money talks. That's why it starts. It's money talks. And also, with seasons, they have to figure out a way to end before like late June, early July for the Olympics, because the Olympics is going to happen this year. So every single season except like baseball has to. I think baseball may take a hiatus. Has to end before like late June and July. So that's why they couldn't wait any much longer. Hockey's going to start January 1st. And if basketball, if you wait till February, you put yourself in a pickle there. February, early February, late January would make the most sense, but they couldn't do that because of the Olympics.
Yeah, I think the only other option.
They had to start it. And, we might see injuries. We're going to see disgruntled players who did not get a lot of break time, vacation time, because, they have families too. And the opposite side of that, you see people who really wanted that vacation time and may not have enough preparation. So you're going to see a lack of skill, lack of organization. But you just have to understand why that is. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the only other option that they had was like late January or February, and it would be like a 50-game season.
Exactly.
But they would have lost out on a bunch of money. So they went with, I think it was like pretty unanimous that they voted for starting December 22nd too.
Yeah.
JD, what do you think?
I like the move. Of course, I want to see basketball. I think one of the teams that is going to benefit greatly from this is the Golden State Warriors. They had a long, long time to prepare. They've had their rest. They have the number 2 pick, if I'm not mistaken, correct? Number 2 behind Timberwolves. Yep. I would take James Wiseman with that pick, beef up their center position. You have Clay, you have Steph, you have Wiggins. I think I'm just talking about the Warriors now, but like they really benefit from this long time off. A lot of teams you're going to see are not going to benefit because they had to go to the bubble. And of all the teams that didn't make the bubble, the only ones I really see making the playoffs are the Warriors. Maybe the Hawks with Trae Young. Maybe a good young team. What was that?
They made the bubble.
No, they didn't make the playoffs though.
Yeah, I know, but
they're still at the bubble.
Yeah, but they are the last team. They're like the first team to leave.
Yeah. I wasn't talking about that.
Okay.
But I get your point. That's a valid point. But they had a lot of time off. But overall, I like the move. They all want to see basketball, and they couldn't. If they want to have a season, I would say that's probably the time to do it. So good call. Adam Silver, one of the best commissioners in sports.
I agree. Bap, you want to add anything on?
They stole my words, man. Shit, they not said everything about it. I mean, obviously, I'm happy to see basketball back, but I mean, players like LeBron, we're not going to see. What's it called? Fucking Butler, the whole hero. I don't know if they're going to come out and be as effective as they were, but I'm ready for basketball. And I think will it tie in the NFL season?
Yeah, I mean the playoffs will be right about to start.
There'll be basketball and football on it, so I'm all for that.
Yes, sir. So that'll be good to look forward to. So now let's talk about the NFL. This is the main part of this show. I know y'all are big football heads. We're just gonna talk about our teams first and how they played this week. I know the Saints had a big win, so let's just start with you, Nick.
Oh, you want me to go now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Your mic cut out. But so no one thought this was gonna happen. Right? You saw all the pictures on Instagram. Everybody said Bucks, big win, gonna take over the division. but we went out there and slaughtered them. I want to pull up some stats because this game just blew my mind how well we played.
Yeah, I know for a fact I picked the Bucks. So
one of the brightest spots in this game was I know a lot of Saints fans were pounding ourselves in the head when we missed out on Jadeveon Clowney. We wanted Clowney, but we have a better Clowney. His name is Trey Hendrickson. This dude is a certified beast. Third in the league in sacks behind Aaron Donald and Myles Garrett. Had a great game. I think he had 2.5 sacks.
Third in the league.
He is third in the league. He had 2 sacks on Tom Brady. This dude, 7.5 for the year. He's been playing lights out. He's really what we needed. Marshawn Lattimore keeps up his streak of not allowing Mike Evans to have a catch on him in over 700 days. That is amazing. Marshawn Lattimore needs to play like that every week.
That's great.
One thing I noticed on the offense that I loved was that Taysom Hill played like he did last year. We involved him in a lot more than just running power with him, which I was getting annoyed with. And we did the fake set, and we just had him drop back and throw it. All right, that threw him off a lot. You could tell. And the run game, I mean, anytime Kamara didn't have like an amazing game, but now that we have Michael Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders back, we don't need him to carry that load as much, especially when it comes to receiving, because he was on pace to like clear the receiving record. We don't need him to do that anymore. Drew Brees has been playing amazing last few weeks. We're on a big win streak. The Saints are looking up, possible Super Bowl. I think so.
Okay. I like that take. They're a dark horse. Well, I guess they're not a dark horse because they're number one,
We're
right?
a dark horse, but now I think we're up front with the contenders.
Okay. And you guys want to add on to that take?
Yeah, I think that's really impressive to just lose heartbreakingly in the playoffs for the 4th time in a row.
I hate it.
What do you think it's going to be? What do you think it's going to be this time? Fumble?
It's not going to be the Vikings because they.
It's not going to be the Vikings this year. I mean,
What is it going to be this time?
You know what? I'm gonna call it this year. It's gonna be like an onside kick or some shit. We miss
onside
it.
kick.
You go down the field, kick a field goal, win the game.
I think it's going to be, I call drop touchdown. I say Mike Thomas drops a touchdown in the end zone.
No,
that would just, dude, Twitter, Instagram would go crazy over that.
Slant boy.
They would. But why don't we talk about your Patriots now that?
Oh, absolutely. Here, that's a great gateway. Last week was the first time I rooted against the New England Patriots in the history. I rooted against them. I wanted to lose, and they disappoint me more than ever because they just barely win. Like against an 0-8 Jets with the backup quarterback, you're gonna barely win.
At that point, you might as well
lose, dumbasses. Like, we're not going anywhere. We're not doing anything. I want Trevor Lawrence, baby. And now we're out of the I can fairly say we're out of the Trevor Lawrence competition. If we won, if we lost, we would have been right up there. Shoot, all we have to do is lose to the Jets twice and we get Trevor Lawrence. But now, look, we put ourselves in a pickle here. I'm not even sure we're gonna get Justin Fields now. Despicable.
I saw the unfollow, Frank. It was pretty.
It was pretty.
I'm on to better things now. Justin Fields. But hey, I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna root for him again this week against the Ravens. But
that's a Sunday night game, right?
It's a Sunday night game. So hey, if we win, sure. All right, back at it. But absolutely nothing from this season tells me that we'll have any chance of winning. I see nothing. I don't see anything to have hope in. But you never know. Hey, Lamar, the Ravens been somewhat disappointing too. So we'll just see.
Is Belichick
did you hear
still the best coach in the NFL?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's doing this on purpose though. That's the one thing I can find solace in all of this. You see that he's doing this on purpose. He's not trying to. You see all this. You saw all the rumor talks with Will Fuller and Allen Robinson. If he wanted to win now, Allen Robinson and Will Fuller would be New England Patriots, but they're not, and that's for a reason. So we'll just see. I just feel really bad for Cam. I feel so bad for Cam.
How do you think he's done this season, Cam?
He's done all he could. If you were on the battlefield football team last year, you would understand what it's like to have a system in place that just totally fucks over the quarterback. It's his stat line is the best he could do. The only way he's getting in the end zone, the only way he's getting in the end zone is through running it because he's throwing a fucking a 35-year-old camp counselor with a backpack and a bunch of Walmart cashiers out there. Like literally, other than Julian Edelman didn't get drafted.
He's hurt, right?
Nikhil Harry got drafted first round. Wow, what a great
Nikhil
pick.
Harry.
That must have been the worst pick of the fucking 21st century, the New England Patriots. Nikhil Harry, the biggest bust. Myers, not drafted. Zuber, undrafted. Olszewski, don't even know how to pronounce his name, undrafted. So basically, we have
What's the hockey player?
yeah, he's fucking he's a white dude. He's like he wears 80s, mostly like a punt return specialist. We're throwing to 35-year-old Julian Edelman, a first-round bust, and 4 undrafted receivers. How are you supposed to throw a throwing touchdown? Everybody's like, "Oh, Cam's blowing it." Like, no. How are you supposed to throw the ball in the end zone with that? I don't know. So
I guess the
Aaron
Patriots don't
Rodgers.
know either.
Aaron
Exactly.
Rodgers can get it done.
we're right where we're supposed to be
put
right
it
now.
on
We're
Cam.
3-5. We'll be 3-6. We're gonna end the year. We're like 5-11, 6-10, and then we'll just see next year. Hey, next year, you know who's third in cap space next year? The New England Patriots. It's gonna be around $80 million.
Well, at least your team's only bad for 1 year.
Yeah, and then we'll be right back at it. I have faith in Bill.
All right. Now let's move on to BAP. BAP, that was a close game for the Pittsburgh Steelers against a shitty Dallas Cowboys team. What happened and what did you take away from that game?
Don't take away much, not much at all, because we kind of didn't really care about the game. We didn't care about the game at all.
Okay.
We're undefeated. We got playoff spot locked. Number 1 seed. We got the number 1 seed on lock. Right?
On lock?
Lock.
The Chiefs only have one loss?
No. Okay. I'm sorry. Number 1 seed in our division. Lamar cannot beat us. It's been.
Yeah, they've only lost once too, right?
Twice.
Yeah, I
twice.
know. Twice actually. I think
Chiefs
they
and
lost to the
Steelers.
Bills or the Chiefs. I don't know.
All
I
right.
don't know. But yeah, we're looking good, man. I'm not worried at all. We beat the Ravens. We could have lost, and I still would have been happy because I don't really want to be undefeated the whole season, and then just have the fear of losing. Like I don't want to have that for the team.
Okay. I do kind of think y'all went into the game like, oh, this is gonna be super easy, like they're terrible. And then you guys kind of like got surprised because you weren't like given like your full effort, I guess. But I mean, y'all came back in the end.
Halfway through the game, I actually had someone say, "Oh, making fun of my Steelers," and I actually didn't even really care. I thought we were gonna lose, and I was actually mad. He took hope away from me and actually made me think we were gonna lose. And
I do kind of like that statement that you said that you don't want to be undefeated. I feel like if you're undefeated, that puts a lot more pressure on you not to lose. So I would rather have like have 1 or 2 losses in the regular season, even though I mean you wouldn't want, but like
I don't care if we're the first team besides the Dolphins to like. I just want a Super Bowl. I don't want to go undefeated.
I would want to go undefeated in the Super Bowl. You know how great it felt as an LSU fan to do that.
I'm saying like because you have a lot more pressure on you, especially in the NFL. Like I mean, I'm sorry, Nate. Like the Patriots did that once and they lost to some 6-seed Giants.
And the 2007 Patriots are not in the same category as the 2020 Steelers. I'm sorry, Pat, but I looked at a stat sheet. I looked at a stat line and said you've only won 1 game over 10 points. Out of the 8-9 games you've played, only 2 of the opponents have had a positive point differential.
Hey, we have the easiest schedule in the NFL. I'll say that.
You know who has the hardest? The New England Patriots. That's why.
You want to bet money?
I do. $10.
For what?
Deal.
Bengals Steelers.
Deal.
Oh, you're
I'm putting that down, Joe.
All right. All right. This is about 45 minutes in. We'll screen record this and send it to Hostile so there's proof.
All right.
Okay, that's crazy. We got a
Joe
little
Burrow
bet.
just had a bye week. The Bengals are coming off a huge win against the Titans. People sleeping on the Bengals. They should have a winning record right now.
I'm making fun of Nick, but I bet my roommate.
Big old Ben on the COVID list.
Yeah, but he's not. He didn't test positive. He's just around people that did. All he has to do is test negative.
Vance McDonald has it.
He does have it done.
Mm-hmm.
I call Nick an idiot for that bet, but I bet my roommate $20 for Patriots Ravens, but a 7-point line. 7-point line.
Joey B's hitting his stride, all right? Even if the Bengals don't win, it's going to be a close game.
Okay.
But we're just
Now-
betting for the game. Yeah.
Yeah, how'd the Cowboys game go, buddy?
Okay.
Hey, they won. They won.
And
All right.
you know the Cowboys always give us trouble too. Zeke always eats on us. I can't.
Yeah, but they had some 4-stringer in, bro. Come on.
JMU,
Gilbert, bro. He was.
They
he was
benched
on
my man Ben
American
Janucci.
football
That's where they
team.
went wrong. They would have won the game.
They would have won with Ben
He was
DiNucci.
playing great, tearing up our
Ben
defense.
Janucci.
Ben DiNucci.
My sister met Ben DiNucci. I don't know if I ever told you that story.
Oh, yeah, Matt.
At JMU, he went to JMU.
He said-
Yo!
All right, Mr. Hazen.
All right.
Sorry,
Well,
I'm sorry.
I guess I'll talk about.
that would be a score on your sister's part. I mean, Ben Janucci.
All right, Nate. I'm coming.
Okay.
Okay, my bad.
How about the Washington football team, guys?
I think they're gonna lose the Lions this week. That's what.
Well, I'm gonna pick them, but I don't know how confident I am. At this point, I don't know. I mean, I'd rather lose and get a quarterback. No, I think we should put fucking Haskins back in, bro.
Why not?
Alex
That's what
Smith.
I think.
No,
Why
Alex
not?
Smith.
Why
Alex
not, bro?
Smith.
Alex, they already
Alex Smith.
announced Alex Smith is starting next week. I'm like, why, dude? Like, we have.
Yeah.
He's played
Everyone
like
loves Alex
12
Smith.
games.
Everyone
Haskins
loves-
has only played like 10, 12 games. Why not just let him finish the season? I don't care how bad he does. If he does dog shit, draft another one. I don't care. I don't
So
know.
you don't have any playoff hopes, is what you're saying?
I mean, we have playoff hopes because our division is dog shit.
Oh my god, I totally forgot you guys are contending. Who's in the lead?
Eagles are
Really?
3-4-1, and we're 2-6.
Eagles are pulling
That's
away.
only one game behind.
Yeah, I know, but the Giants beat us fucking twice, and they're terrible. We've given them their only wins.
Oh, you beat the Cow. I mean, you beat the Eagles.
We did beat the Eagles, and we have beat the Cowboys.
You whooped the crap out of the Cowboys.
We shit on the Cowboys.
That
Damn,
gave,
how
that
about
gave
with
you
the Cowboys
hope
that
just to have it
We
crushed.
barely won. See, bro, that doesn't make sense. How do you guys
No.
beat the Cowboys? We
I
barely
think-
won.
I think we'll beat the Cow. We play the Cowboys on Thanksgiving. I think we're gonna beat them then, and I don't know how we're gonna do against the Eagles. I don't know. We played the Eagles, I think, in the last game of the regular season. So,
Yo, I have 10 minutes left, by the way.
all right, that's cool. Just leave whenever you have.
We
to.
didn't want you here.
All right. Well, I'll just move on from the Washington football team because there's really nothing to talk about except for how fucking bad they are.
JD,
So I do want to say they were triple teaming Chase Young. So fuck the Giants. I want to hear you guys' thoughts on Tua and how he took that Miami team down to Arizona and beat the Cardinals.
That's fine, bro. I'm fine with Tua in the AFC East, bro. This AFC East is about to be packed. I mean, next year, the 4 quarterbacks of the AFC East could potentially be this: Trevor Lawrence, Tua Tagovailoa, Josh Allen, and I'd say the Patriots, if they're picking a QB next year, I don't know if it's Fields. It could be Fields. I'm saying the guy
Another
at
rookie.
BYU, it's Wilson or Trash, the guy out of Florida.
What
Maybe
about
Mac
the
Jones.
North
Kyle
Dakota
Trask.
guy?
Yeah, Kyle Trask is good.
Yeah,
Is it what's his name? Pence or Spencer? The guy from North Dakota State?
Trey Lance. It could be
Trey
Lance.
Lance.
I don't know that much about Lance, but
I mean,
I want-
North Dakota State's always
he
good.
went
as
a whole
fuck.
season without throwing a pick.
I mean, just
I don't know if
Lawrence is
that's
in
enough
a.
justified to be a first-round pick.
It's
but-
really weird. It's really weird because Fields, any other draft in the 21st century, Fields would go number 1 by far. He's up there. Like I'd say, like he has Joe Burrow hype. He's in Joe Burrow land, right?
No.
Yes, yeah.
Don't even get me
definitely has
started,
Joe
bro.
Burrow.
Joe Burrow had the best season in college football history. Capped it
Do
off
you
with a
see what
Heisman,
Justin Fields is
national
doing?
champion.
Do you know his stat line from last game?
Okay.
The man threw 6
Who'd he
touchdowns
play?
and 4 incompletions.
Who'd he play?
He threw 2 more touchdowns. It
Rutgers?
doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
that's
He
what I
threw
thought.
2 more touchdowns.
That's what I thought. He
And he
played
did
Rutgers.
incompletions.
Bro, LSU has some bum games though. Come on.
We beat Alabama. You want me to pull up fucking
Yeah,
Joe
but
Burrow stats against
OSU is gonna
playoff
play those
teams
guys later
against
down the line.
Clemson? Do you want me to pull up those stats?
Well,
All I'm
he's
gonna
gonna
say
go
is
against
James
those guys in
Madison
college football
Justin
playoff,
Fields
and
is
we'll see.
not
who
in the
wins.
Madison
Joe Burrow
University football
range
could beat
when it comes
Virginia
to
Tech football right
quarterbacks.
now.
I feel disrespected by that.
Okay, I'm not saying. I think Joe Burrow has had the best college football season ever by a quarterback. I'm just saying, like, Justin Fields is going to go against these top teams when he makes the college football playoffs. So we'll see how he does then.
I see
Yes,
Russell
we need to see him in the
Wilson
big
type
games, not
skill
against
in
Rutgers.
Field.
Go ahead,
I
Dave.
mean, Joe Burrow did win a national championship just not too long ago.
Justin
I'm
Fields
sorry.
was a sophomore last year.
Okay,
Okay,
exactly.
but Joe Burrow
Not-
just started his first season the year before he went off.
He's Joe. I'm sorry, I didn't like Joe before the national championship, but I gotta pay the respects, you know.
Thank
Right,
you,
but
Bap.
I'm sorry, but wasn't Joe Burrow like just mediocre his junior year? Like
He can move too.
Junior
He's mobile.
year, we ran the ball 40 times a game.
He's mobile.
And then against UCF in the Fiesta Bowl, we saw the first glimpse of greatness. We put in a new system, and guess what happens? You put a good quarterback in a good system, and good things happen.
I'm sweating.
Yeah, dude, Fields looks like a frog, man. Come on.
Fields is
Fields?
good. I'll give you
Bro,
Fields is
Fields-
good, but he's not Joe Burrow level.
All right, I'm a lifetime Michigan fan, bro. I'm not anymore. Fuck Michigan. It's utter disappointment. I'm
This
so
dude
glad
hopping
I'm
in and
not
off of bandwagon.
Harbaugh
Justin
shit the bed.
Fields.
He's gone.
Every time I watched him play. I've watched him play a couple times. I see Russell Wilson in that man. I see Russell Wilson.
That's a
type
fair
of-
comparison. I actually like that comparison, if we're being honest.
We have gotten really far off topic as I asked your thoughts on Tua's first very big win over Arizona.
Went from Joe Burrow, went to Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
All
that was a good.
I'll
good
put in my
discussion.
2 cents about Tua. Tua, the fact that I literally was saying before the game, if the Dolphins could pull this off, is going to be impressive. All right, Tua, the first game, I was pretty disappointed with the 80 yards, but Tua looked good. I was watching the game. He looked really good and poised. It was a great battle between Kyler and Tua. I was really hyped to see that. But the Dolphins have that 7 seed. Now that that's a thing, the season in the day, the Dolphins would be in the playoffs. They don't have a hard schedule. The rest of their schedule is not hard.
What are you talking
They
about?
could
They play the
easily
New
make the
England
playoffs.
Patriots.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point. They don't have a hard schedule. I think the Dolphins are going to sneak in the playoffs.
I would love to see Tua in the playoffs, and I think you're right. He looked way more confident than he did the week before. He was throwing balls.
I think
in
they
tight
gave him
lanes.
more shots to do stuff too.
Oh yeah, they definitely opened up the playbook, and I think he had a game-winning drive that got him a field goal, put him up.
This
And then-
week, he plays the Chargers. That is going to be a great matchup. Justin Herbert versus Tua. Whew,
That should be a good one.
got a little excited.
I want to hear offensive rookie of the year thoughts.
Joe
Herbert.
Burrow.
Who?
Joe
Herbert.
Burrow.
I gotta say Herbert, bro.
Herbert.
What do you
Herbert's
think
now
of that?
playing Joe Burrow
It's Joe Burrow.
under extenuating circumstances.
Joe Burrow.
Oh, Burrow.
Listen
Yeah,
to this.
Justin
I like
Herbert.
Justin
better.
Herbert.
This year,
I like
is
Justin
an
Herbert. I
unbelievable
like
year
Justin
for
Herbert
rookie
better.
quarterbacks.
I don't even like Burrow. I don't even like Burrow.
Herbert is dogging, yo.
Herbert.
He is.
Yeah, well, look at
But
the
he's
record.
not
that-
wrong. He's not crisp and precise
Bro,
every down.
Since he has
Every
like
single
one more
down.
win than the Chargers.
I know,
You
but
know
I'm
what? I would
saying,
say
like,
Burrow,
if
but
you
Burrow's going to
shift-
get injured sometime this season.
Chargers have a way better team. They have a way better team.
Obviously not. They're dog shit.
Dude, no.
No, they could be like 6-1 right now if they didn't know how to.
Yeah, they've blown 5 double-digit leads as of last
Burrow's
week. I'm
got
sure.
Higgins and
Maybe it's
Boyd.
6-1.
AJ Green's not playing.
I will say Herbert does have better stats. I'm looking at Herbert's stats. He has better
Burrow
stats.
has a lot of weapons too, though.
But again, I will say this. Herbert's been playing the AFC West and the NFC West, which are dome stadiums, light defense, and Burrow's been going against the AFC North, which is Ravens, Steelers, Browns.
They're both good
no
divisions,
offensive
though.
line.
And he
I will
just
say
beat
that.
Tennessee, like JD mentioned.
I will
earlier.
say that. I think
I'm out.
Burrow's
Let's go.
competition, now that I think about it, actually, Burrow's competition, at least from the defensive standpoint, has been a lot. By
Oh, he had
JD,
to
by
go.
JD.
I knew
Burrow's
he was-
competition has been a lot more harsh, and his environment and his situation is a lot more harsh than Herbert's.
I want to say this because Bap said the Steelers have the easiest schedule, and the divisions usually have similar schedules.
Ravens
So that
have
means-
the second easiest.
Yeah, so that means the Cincy probably have a top easiest schedule too. So other than their division, they're not playing very good teams because divisions have very similar schedules.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah, I think
besides their
it's
division,
Tennessee, Buffalo.
I mean, yes, that's half the season. That's 8 games or 6 games. It's not even half the season. So 6 out of the 16 games are against their division. The rest are against probably bad teams. I know they did play the Titans though, and they beat them, which is
Mhm.
a great win. He definitely earned that one. I gotta say Herbert though. I mean, the stats he's putting up. If he was winning games, if they weren't choking, it would be a no doubt unanimous CB Rookie of the Year.
I want Herbert. I'd bet my money on Burrow. That's how I feel.
I respect that take. I do.
Yeah.
I
'Cause
think
Burrow's hyped. Burrow's way more hyped.
a dark horse, James Robinson, undrafted to the Jags.
What about our left tackle, Michael Onwenu?
Has a lineman ever won it?
As a lineman. I don't know if he plays tackle. I think he's still guard, but the dude's been popping off. Like he's the steal of the draft. If you say a lineman, but the man has let up
Claypool was a steal.
I picked him in the 4th, and he's let up like one press, like single digit pressures, like no sacks. Like the dude's kind of a dog. Our offensive line is good. It's just we have nobody to run the ball with. We have an old white dude. Why are we so content with old white dudes? What do you say?
You have a bunch of like small receiving backs. They're all small.
I actually have Burkhead starting in one league.
Like the best one we got right now. I like Damon Harris. He's a good he's the same as Sony Michel. He's a good down back who gets you 3 to 4 yards.
What happened to Sony Mitchell?
Injured, IR. Basically, he's fine now, but we're keeping him on the IR to be safe because Damian Harris and Sony Michel are the same exact people.
Okay.
He's got a notebook. He's ready.
But did y'all hear about that the oh my God, Lamar Jackson said that the defenses were calling out his plays?
That's what happens when you have a simple offense.
Their offense, they're figuring them out. What do you think about Lamar Jackson, Nate? And Bap?
Lamar?
You think what are your thoughts on him?
I don't know. Rookie, I will say this. He is yet to be clutch. I will say that. I think he's a one-of-kind athlete, something the NFL has not seen before. It's like Bo Jackson-esque. But he is yet to be clutch. That's just it. I mean, he is yet to even perform average in the playoffs or in big games. Like, I remember the times I've seen Lamar Jackson, it was his rookie year when he took over for Flacco, and he shat the bed against the Chargers, who were the first-year LA Chargers. Phillip Rivers, even though the Chargers were good that year. I watched him in the playoffs against the Chargers again, shat the bed, fumbled it twice, had like 90 yards throwing, fumbled it twice, no touchdowns. And then I watched him, the year after when he played us in the Patriots, Week 8 Sunday Night Football. Okay, yeah, that was MVP Lamar Jackson. Beat the shit out of us. But in the playoffs, you saw what happened with Derrick Henry. I mean, he's yet to prove that he's a Super Bowl winning quarterback. And the homie has weapons. That's not the problem. Marquise Hollywood Brown's good. Hayden Hurst. Mark Andrews, you kidding me? You need a win. You can win with that offense. You can win with that coach. Flacco did. So the defense is good. I don't know. Like it's not a team thing. It's a he thing. So until he needs to get over that hump, until I say, yeah, he's a perennial MVP player like, Mahomes. Then again, we said with Russell after they won the Super Bowl, like people forget that like after they lost the Patriots in the Super Bowl, like the Seahawks, they went like 8-8 or something like that. They went like 9-7. They went like 8-8. They went 10-6. And then they lost Cam Chancellor and they lost Sherman and they lost Thomas. And hear that sometimes it just takes a chance because here that boy is MVP. Do you have Russ as your MVP? Russ is my MVP.
Yeah.
Russ, he's gonna be MVP of the league, and like they've lost all these dudes, and it's fun. Well, I mean, I guess since Metcalf's a dog, Lockett's a dog.
Their offense is really crazy.
Well, I'm just gonna give Lamar time. I don't know.
All right. I got a comparison. To me, Lamar Jackson is the Giannis Antetokounmpo of the NFL. Because he's this big and bad dude in the regular season, right? Does all this shit, gets all these stats. But in the playoffs, teams know how to guard him. They know how to make him uncomfortable. Like in the playoffs for Giannis, they make him shoot. But in the playoffs, for Lamar, they want him to throw the ball. He's not where he needs to be at throwing the ball in my eyes. As you saw, even this year against the Chiefs on
Perfect
Monday night.
comparison. Great comparison.
Thank you.
Yeah.
This year against the Chiefs on Monday Night Football, Super Bowl winners last year, he had under 100 passing yards and under 100 rushing yards. That's not what you want to see. And then the Steelers, he threw 2 picks. I expect better from him.
One of the first plays of the game was a pick 6. I know.
He's got to be better.
That's what gets me. That's what if Lamar is solvable, if people have figured out Lamar, don't you think the head coach of the New England Patriots would be one to figure him out too? You know, if anybody can figure out somebody, it's Bill Belichick. So that's what gives me hope. But I don't know. I still think he's gonna open a can of whoop ass on my team next week.
I think it'll be closer than people think, but I do think they're gonna win in the end.
I don't know. People don't understand how terrible our offense is.
Yeah,
it's hard to watch.
I think there are 2 games people were like, saying Cam has a chance.
I got Burkhead pulling off a hat trick again.
The Gordie Howe hat trick, receiving touchdown, rushing touchdown. I don't know what else.
Kick return, punt return.
They'll definitely put Burkhead, who runs like a 5.2 at like fucking.
I don't know if you guys saw this, but the NFL came out and said that if the season is shortened, they're going to have a 16-team playoff. So they're just going to add one more team to each spot. So there'd be 8 teams from each conference. What do you guys think about that?
Hate it.
What's the AFC? So it's Dolphins at 7 or the Raiders at 6?
I'm going to look up right now. I'm going to see what teams will be in at the 8 spot.
Yeah, I'm going to look at NFL stand.
What's the playoff stands look like right now?
Right now, Pittsburgh is at 1, KC's at 2, Buffalo's at 3, Tennessee's at 4, Baltimore at 5, Las Vegas at 6, Miami at 7, and Cleveland is at 8. But at 9, with the same record as Cleveland, okay, hold on. 6 through 9 all have a 5-3 record. And then in the NFC, New Orleans is 1, Seattle is 2, Green Bay is 3, Tampa Bay is 4. Oh wait, no, this is just records. It's not standings. Hold on. Shit, that was not right then.
So how many teams are not gonna not make the playoffs in each conference?
If 8 go, it'd be the other 8. So there's 16 teams in each conference. Let me restart. Pittsburgh is 1, KC's 2, Buffalo 3, Tennessee 4, 5 Baltimore, 6 Raiders, 7 Miami, 8 is Cleveland, and at 9 is Indiana, and 6 through 9 is 5-3. So it's very close.
I got Houston or LA.
You think Houston is gonna come back?
Yeah,
Houston.
Deshaun Watson. I'm actually gonna bet someone this week on the Cleveland.
If it was about a week or 2 ago, I would agree, but they're kind of far in the gutter. They literally have to win out, if not lose one more.
I think they're going to go on a win
Houston
streak.
over like my own New England Patriots. Well, honestly, I don't want to go to the playoffs. I want to suck. Let's see the standings right now. Right? Okay.
I think Houston's on a bye this week.
Maybe Miami.
I would love to see Miami then. Miami's at the 5 spot right now.
Oh.
Miami's actually at the 7 spot. Correct me. And then in the NFC, it's New Orleans at 1, Seattle at 2, Green Bay at 3, Philly at 4, Tampa Bay at 5, Cardinals at 6, Rams at 7, and then the Bears are at 8 at 5-4. And then at 9 is San Fran, and they're 4-5.
Yeah, no. Bears got it unlocked.
Either Bears or
Bears are
Vikings
finally
could
coming
make
down
a
to
run.
where the Bears should be.
Vikings are 3-5, Detroit's 3-5, and Atlanta's 3-6.
Josh,
Yo, imagine if Minnesota sneaks in and plays the Saints in the first round.
And then beats the Saints in overtime.
And then beats the Saints.
Last second.
I would actually.
I might like that even better than a Steelers Super Bowl. Sorry, no, I'm just kidding.
But I'm sorry about your Steelers, Brody. I just don't. They're just so not an 8-0 team. It's like almost as bad as the Bears being 5-4. Like you guys are so not an 8-0 team. You guys play in the playoffs. You play the Chiefs. Oh my gosh. I would say we have a better chance against the Chiefs against you guys, just for the sake of
The
our.
Chiefs, okay, that's one team, bro. One team.
Yeah,
We
you're
won't
gonna
beat
have to
any
play
other-
that one team to get to the Super Bowl, boy. Like that's not just one team. It's the Chiefs are gonna be there in the AFC Championship waiting for you guys. Well, actually, no, you'll probably wait for them since you guys will have the first seed. But do you guys play the Chiefs anywhere
No.
Well, let's say
I don't think so. They're only one game behind. They're literally one. We have the same amount of wins, but they have
Because one of your games was postponed.
one loss.
Okay.
So like they could take one.
Okay.
I don't know.
Nate, what's your Super Bowl prediction?
Me?
Yeah.
I got hit Chiefs, and let me just look at the NFC. Chiefs Seahawks.
Chiefs who?
Seahawks.
Seahawks? God, that'd be so
And
awesome.
I want Russ to just fucking shred them. That would be so sick to see just Russ just ball out. I think I got Seahawks over Chiefs, and I want it to not even be close.
Okay. What about
I
you,
think
Bab?
Andy Reid finally realizes what it means to have a bad defense and invest it all in your offense. Because Russell Wilson, you have a bad secondary. You have a bad secondary. Russell Wilson will figure that out. Russell Wilson will make sure you know. And again, so will Pat Mahomes, but I don't think the Seahawks deal with the same problems in the defensive stance as much as the Chiefs do.
All right. What do you think is gonna go down the Super Bowl, Bab?
Oh man, I'm ready to get them Packers back for what they did to us that one year. Clay Matthews and fucking Jordy Nelson. Oh geez, I'll never forget that one. So I'm hoping we can get them back this year.
I would love to see. I would love to see.
Packers Steelers.
I would like that. I would love to see Packers Chiefs too, like a little rematch of the old Super Bowl numero uno. I would love to see the Packers win. I would love to see the Packers. I would love to see now that the whole Brady Rodgers thing's over and everybody knows their place. I'm a Rodgers fan, and I just love how
Breeze too.
Yeah,
I have so many people telling me Breeze is better than Brady, and it just gets me.
no, honestly, there's a chance that Brady ends up number one in the all-time passing touchdown. Well, that's until Pat Mahomes turns 30, because he'll probably break it by then.
Mahomes, there's a stat I found that I wanted to say. That's kind of funny you mentioned that. It's Mahomes was the fastest quarterback to reach 100 touchdown passes, which he hit it this week. So
It's over. I mean, the man will be numero uno and all the numbers whatsoever by the time he hangs it up, and just how much hardware he has in the new league. Like, I don't see – it is literally impossible to do what the New England Patriots did in the league nowadays. With free agency, you're going to see in the next couple of years, Tyreek's going to want money. If it's not Tyreek, then it's going to be Kelsey. Kelsey's getting old. And even with the pinch they got us in now, they're not going. They can't finance a good defense. They will not be able to finance a good defense. They won't be able to. And you see, Chris Jones. That's because they're maxed out. What you see, the Kansas City Chiefs have reached their peak. Now, is that much of a bad thing? No, they're really, 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 really good. It's not a bad peak to have. You know what I mean? They're still my Super Bowl favorites, even though I would puke if they won. But but you're gonna see Tyreek. He's gonna want cheddar.
They used to have a great defense. They used to with Alex Smith.
I think they're well coached. They have a well coached defense, but their defense isn't like very good. If you know what I mean,
No.
like they don't have a bunch of good players, but they have like a good coach.
No.
Kind of running the defense.
You guys remember Tamba Hali?
Yes, I do.
He was a great. I used to love the old Chiefs
was
defense. Marcus Peters, all them.
Now I think it comes down to 4 teams. Obviously Pittsburgh and Kansas City. I was saying Pittsburgh, but Pittsburgh's scaring me, Bap. I don't know. And Nate's kind of convinced me that KC is like unstoppable.
In the AFC.
AFC's
got it down here. I don't think the Ravens have it. Don't think the Steelers have it.
I definitely don't think the Ravens have it. I do not.
I don't think the Steelers have it. Let's see. Honestly, you know who's probably the one team that could probably make a run for Kansas City. I know Babs because the Steelers beat the Tennessee Titans, but I think the Titans maybe.
Titans gave them a shock last year, but they fell off.
I think it's just it's about the way you play football. And the reason is the Patriots-Chiefs game was so frustrating because if we had Cam Newton, we would have won that game. If we had Cam Newton, we would have won that game. Everybody's like, Cam's
Facts.
overrated.
Wasn't that
Yeah,
first game of the
Cam's an
season?
idiot sometimes. He makes some bad mistakes, but he's not overrated. Cam's Cam. He's still really good. But if we had Cam Newton, we would have won that game. The way we play football is the same way the Tennessee Titans play football, which is run the football, chew the clock out, keep Pat Mahomes off the field. What we did is we ran the football, and we kept Pat Mahomes off the field. And the score at halftime was 6-3. We held the Kansas City Chiefs to 6 points in the first half. That is how you beat the Kansas City Chiefs. You keep number 15 off the football field. Like it's, and what's really funny is their only loss this season was against the Oakland Raiders, which is weird because the Oakland Raiders did the same thing, but yet they still the score is 40-32. I don't know how they won that game. If the total points goes over 60, I bet if you look at the stat sheet, I could think of 2 games in the last 3 to 4 years where the Chiefs have lost and it's been like a high scoring game. Well, actually, no, 3. I think of Monday Night Football against the Rams, the highest scoring game of all time.
I remember that. That was a great ass game.
When they dropped 54 and they lost by 3. I think of the AFC Championship against the Patriots. It was 37-31. And then I think of this game. Other than that, I can't. If it's a high-scoring football game, the Kansas City Chiefs are going to win the football game. And that's why I don't think the Steelers can do it. I don't think the Ravens do it because the Ravens don't play that kind of football. Steelers don't play that kind of football. No other team except for the Tennessee Titans with Derrick Henry.
I like that take. I can agree with that.
Yeah.
Who's trying to take a trip to old Kansas City and kidnap Mahomes?
Honestly,
Yeah.
I would be down to do that. I would.
As far as the NFC, it's really, for me, it's a toss-up between the Packers and the Seahawks, obviously.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think the
same.
only thing separating them for me is the Packers actually have a decent defense. So I might have to take the Packers in that case. I love both Aaron Rodgers and Russell Wilson. And I think the Seahawks offense is better than the Packers offense. But I think the Packers are a better football team all around. So I think I would take the Packers going against the Chiefs in the Super Bowl.
Oh, sorry.
I would love that. Yeah. Man, I still can't believe JD bet me $10.
That's crazy. I guess we'll see.
You better send it.
Y'all ready to make some picks?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Let me pull the games up. I think I got the games from last week pulled up right now. So I got to change it to week numero 10. All right. Let me know. Y'all ready? First one, this game is in a couple of hours. And I know your dad's going to be tuned into this one the whole time.
I'm ready.
Who you got, Colts or Titans?
That first.
Tennessee.
Okay.
They're going to win by 14 or more.
14 or more. I think the Colts are slept on, but the Titans are better, so I'm gonna take the Titans. But I think
T.Y. Hilton is hurt.
I think it'll be like 27-17.
Okay. I see that.
What are you thinking, Nate?
Yeah, I'm picking Titans, but 10 or less. Winning by 10 or less.
Okay.
Next one up is the Texans versus the Browns. Now, Bap, are you gonna stick to your statement, or are you gonna?
Yeah, I'm writing Houston down.
I'm taking the Browns. I think the Browns are a little inconsistent, but coming off the bye, I think I'm gonna take them. And Nick Chubb's is gonna come back.
I love the record differential. I like it. I got Houston.
Oh my God, dude! Why can't Joe Mixon just stay fucking healthy? I hate to go off course, but fantasy's killing me, man.
We'll get to that. We'll talk about.
We'll get to that. Gotcha.
Who you taking for this game though? Texans, Browns.
I got Texans.
Okay.
I got Texans.
Yes, sir. Watson is still there.
Yeah, I got Texans.
Oh, I love Deshaun Watson. He's my favorite quarterback to watch, probably besides like Aaron Rodgers and Russell Wilson. But I don't know, their defense is also really bad. So Washington Lions. I'm obviously gonna pick Washington. It'll be close though. It's gonna be close. Matt Stafford is a kid.
You know what? I'm gonna take Washington too.
Thank you, man.
I'm feeling it this week for you guys.
Thanks, man. What are you thinking for this game?
Lions. The Lions.
Okay.
That's the yeah.
Hey, Terry McLaurin is the best second-year receiver. Don't at me.
Don't add.
DK Metcalf.
If McLaurin had Russ, bro, oh my God. Don't even
He
give me
doesn't have the build I like. I like a DK Metcalf build better.
Well, everybody likes the
But
DK Metcalf. He's like 6'4", 225, and has 6% muscle body
Yeah,
fat.
no, McLaurin is still a great. I've seen the stats, the comparisons.
Yeah. And then Jags and
Antonio
Packers.
Antonio Gibson as well.
He's been a baller too. I'm glad. That was a good pickup in the third round for sure.
I think this is an easy one. Green Bay all around.
Yeah, it's gonna be Green Bay.
Green Bay is supposed to win by 14, so.
I got Green Bay.
Wow.
Although Jake Luxton, the Jaguars, looked good. Yeah, he did. He threw a dots at DJ Chark.
Who they play last week again?
I forgot.
Where is it at? They played the Texans last week. All right. Eagles, Giants.
I'm
taking Philly.
I'm taking New York.
This is
just because it's just the NFC East is just disappointment. Just all whatever happens to the NFC East, it must be disappointing. So if disappointment comes with the Eagles losing, if the Eagles have to disappoint to lose, then they'll lose. So it's the Giants.
You know, I don't really even know who I would want to win. I'm assuming I would want the Giants to win, but then they'd have 3 wins, and that'd be more than enough.
I got Philly.
All right, next one is the Bucks and the Panthers. Bucks are coming off an absolute shit show on Monday night.
I got Carolina.
I think I want to take them too as the underdog this week,
I got Carolina.
If McCaffrey was playing, I would probably pick Carolina, but McCaffrey's not playing.
McCaffrey's not playing?
He's doubtful.
Yeah, no, he's not playing, bro. I had
Oh,
to bench
true.
him.
You're right. Hey, but whoever dropped Mike Davis in the league. Oh, that's my phone. I think I just cracked it.
I dropped Mike Davis.
Thank you. I
Did you
picked that
pick him
bitch
up?
up. I picked him up. Let's go.
Dude, somebody dropped Miles Sanders, and I picked him up. So.
You just got Mike Davis? Oh, my God.
Yeah, I picked up Mike Davis because you dropped him. Oh, yeah.
All right, Broncos and Raiders. I'm gonna pick the Raiders.
Didn't I drop him, Nate?
Yeah, you dropped Mike Davis, I think.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I picked him up.
God, man.
Oh, Broncos, Raiders. The Raiders.
All right. I picked the
John
Raiders.
Gruden. What a guy.
Jay Goo.
But it's going to be close, though.
I think it will.
Wait, hold up. I think I'm – yeah, no, you're right. I'm going Raiders.
Chargers, Dolphins. Now, I think this one's going to be close because the Chargers are always in games.
I think the Chargers finally do it. I think they do it. I think they actually win this game.
Dude, I love Tua, and I don't want to pick against them, so I'm going to pick Tua this week.
I can't see that. What is the Dolphins' record? Are they positive?
They're 5-3.
5-3? What?
Yeah.
I haven't seen Miami like this in ever. Damn,
Since
man.
Tannehill days.
I know, it's exactly. Damn it, bro. Just go to the next one. I'll pick that one.
All right, and this one is a game of the week, probably. Bills and Cardinals. I think this could be one of the best games, as well as the one below it. This one's kind of tough.
I think the Bills are highly overrated. Highly overrated. They're nowhere where they're supposed to be, and I think the Cardinals expose that this week. I think it's Cardinals, and I think it's by a good amount.
Oh, this one's tough as fuck. Holy shit. I actually don't know.
I got Buffalo. Come on, Logan, take Arizona.
My gut's telling me Arizona, so I'm gonna take Kyler Murray, who, if you look at that, he's leading his team in rushing yards. So
Okay.
Just like Cam Newton. It's the number
We
one.
got a lot of different picks this week. I like it.
yeah, another great game. Seattle versus the Rams. This one's gonna be good too.
It's Seattle.
Seattle.
I agree. I'm gonna pick Seattle as well. Russell Wilson is just gonna get it done. He's not losing back to back. All right.
Next one's easy too.
49ers Saints. Saints just kicked the shit out of the Bucks. I'm gonna take the Saints.
You know
And
who
then
JD's taking in this next one?
Cincy and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Pittsburgh put up a scare last week, but they're not gonna scare me this week. Pittsburgh.
I got Steelers.
I could see Cincy win though. Don't get me wrong.
I can see them win, but just knowing how annoying the Steelers are, they're gonna somehow, just like last week, they're gonna somehow win on some dumb shit by like 2 points. Like I can see them being up by 2, and the Bengals kicker missing like a 30-yard field goal. Like I could just see some dumb shit happen. And the Steelers
or a penalty or something.
Yeah, like penalty or something. Like I can see it. So I'm gonna pick the Steelers, but by like 3. I'm gonna put it at 3.
Okay. Then the next one,
really happen.
Ravens and Pats. This one's a Sunday night game. What are y'all thinking?
If Tom Brady was playing, I'd take New England all day long.
Tom Brady's washed. We would get our
But he's not.
asses beat anyways. We'd get our
But
asses
he's
beat
not.
anyways.
I'm taking the Ravens as well.
I'm sorry. I'm taking the Ravens.
I think it'll be close though.
I'll be rooting for my boys. I'll be rooting for them. But we'll just see.
It's okay. I picked Washington when we played I picked the Ravens when we played.
Yeah, you did.
When we played them. So
I think I'll take in Gillette. Oh, Frank, come on.
It's in Gillette. I thought it was in Baltimore.
Oh.
Nah, night game and wait.
Oh,
Ravens
at
doesn't Patriots.
Matter. No fans.
You guys don't allow fans over there? Oh.
No fans. Sorry, they all left for Tampa Bay.
Oh, no.
All right, and then we got
but Ravens got it.
Vikings and Bears.
Vikings.
I'm taking Minnesota.
Yeah, I'm taking. I think they're on a bit of a bounce back.
It's your old team, Logan.
Yes, sir. Look at the ball.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
OG ball right here. Hey. Damn, unfortunate. All right. Nate, or Bap, what'd you pick for that one? I heard Nate.
Okay. I got Dalvin Cook's been eating. But Soldier Field night game, I gotta go Chicago.
All right. That's it for that. Now we're gonna go look at some fantasy football.
We got the picks this week.
Oh, it's a big week, Logan. It's a big week. It's always been. I just keep on getting fucking shafted with the injuries.
Can I leave the room for this part? You
just come back.
Oh, big game, Logie. Big game.
Dude, I play Fayed this week.
I think this is our make or break week. I mean, if I lose this week, I can still win out and make the playoffs. Which I have confidence in doing because I think next week is finally the week where I get all my players back. Like CMC comes back healthy, Mixon comes back healthy. I think Mostert comes back next week too. So I think next week I can. But right now, here we'll just go through the games. Yeah.
So I played Hazen.
Yeah.
My team. Obviously played. His team played really bad. Let's look. Kyler Murray, he did his little thing, 38 points basically. James Robinson, sleeper of the year. Chase Edmonds, I picked him up last second because I think I had Chris Carson on by. Yeah, I had Chris Carson on by, so I had to pick him up. And then Michael Thomas came back. He did all right. Diggs did his thing. Travis Kelce did his thing. Almost 26 points. Antonio Brown, it was either him or Fournette. Fournette did dog shit, so it didn't really matter. I just wanted to throw Antonio Brown in there, see how he did. Which, he only played like 39 snaps, I saw. So I wasn't too mad with 6 points. And I'm sure his role will increase as it goes on. Washington defense let me down. And then Carlson, kicker, I don't care. And then, Hazen's team did so bad. So, I'm thankful for that. Tannehill had the most points on his team. And if your quarterback is – actually, my quarterback had the most points on my team. But he had 38. If your quarterback has 14 and he has the most points on your team, you're not gonna win. Yeah. Other than that, not too much. He should have put the Ravens defense in over the Bucks, but got another win. And I play Fayed this week, so.
Big boy game. Yeah, we got.
But
big
sadly,
boys.
my Travis Kelce has a bye week this week, so I was trying to make a trade with that, but nah. I think I sent a trade to
Listen
somebody
to this, Nate. Listen to this. Logan is gonna drop somebody to free agent. He tried to make a trade first. He tried to trade me, and then now he's just gonna drop him. Like, isn't that some hoe shit, man?
Who you dropping?
Uh,
Is it a running back?
no, it's not a running back.
Oh, I don't care then.
All right, let's go to who scores first. Oh,
Mark
yeah.
Andrews for Deontay Johnson.
Oh, Bab, what happened here? Oh, that's disgusting.
You beat Jax. Jackson was 1-7. What happened, yo?
Disgusting.
Let me break it down.
Tom
Scroll
Brady.
down a little.
Hold on.
I picked up Corey Davis. Worst mistake of my life. I should have got DJ Chark from off because I saw you dropped on Logan. Should have got Chark instead of Corey. And Galladay, Davis, Cup. You see him on the bench. My best players, all of them, all on the bench. Zeke normally gets me 20 points a week. What am I supposed to do when he doesn't do that? I can't believe I almost thought about giving Nate early in the season Josh Jacobs. I'll never consider that again. He's always been solid. But yeah, I mean, just a rough week, you know. First start off by Jack's trying to help me take over the league and win. And then he starts all his best players and beats me as a 1-7 team, not even going to be able to make the playoffs when I still have hopes. So
Bat tried to get Dalvin Cook for some Tony Pollard, motherfucker.
That was so dumb. Like, fuck off.
and then Zeke, and then I tried Zeke, but I didn't try Zeke.
All
All right, next, Nate, I
rough.
needed you in this one,
It was rough.
but it was close.
I
So
need you to scroll all the way down. I need you to scroll all the way down to my substitutes. Now let's look. Mixon out. Kittle out. Ridley out. Mostert out. Right? There's only one. I can only do so much. Right? I'm sorry. I am the best team in the league. I have the best team in the league by a good amount. But this week, guess who's out? Mixon out, Kittle out, Ridley out, Mostert out. And let's just add Matt Ryan to the mix because fuck me. You know what I mean? And even then, my hospital team loses by Fayed to 12. You know, McCaffrey comes in there, drops 40. Matt Ryan does his job. Disappointing by Lockett. Claypool is all right. Let's see. Dallas did his thing. I did it all I expected. It's so frustrating. I should be, and that's why I'm still excited because I think I'm gonna get Nick back healthy. I'm gonna get McCaffrey back healthy. I'm gonna get Ridley back healthy. Kittle's out. Mostert's coming back soon. Well, I don't know how he's gonna do.
Hey, Logan, I think I gotta go.
Week 11 bye. Mostert's gonna return after week 11 bye. So that's after this week, and then they have a bye, and then okay. All right. Well, so like I'm saying, go. I don't know about this week, even though I played Nick Dominique. I don't know about this week. It's gonna be up in the air. But next week I'll be right now. I'm at 65% overall. I'm at like 65% of my ability. Next week I'll be about like 80, 85. And then I'll be back to like 95 to the point where all I have left out is Kittle. It was a heartbreaker that we don't have Kittle anymore. But I picked up Hunter Henry. Whoever dropped Hunter Henry, thank you. That was clutch. So I'm still excited. But I just say this now. I'm the best team in the league. I am the best team in the league. It's just injuries. The only person that I'm fighting is myself. You know, that's the only person who can beat me. Myself. And right now, myself is kicking the shit out of myself. You know what I mean? With injuries. So it's whatever.
Bap, what'd you say?
Me?
Bap.
The connection's tweaking a little bit.
Mine's fine.
Oh, there we go. It's good.
What'd you say, Bat?
Shit. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Okay, I was saying I check fantasy almost every day or every other day. I do transactions. I do all that, and I feel like the two people under me, and even Davin, someone above me, and Beeks, they don't check it like me. So it just frustrates me to be trying as hard, and I know other people are just not even checking it at all weekly.
Hey, I want you guys to pay attention. Look at the points for. Look right here. I want you to notice
Yeah.
how much I'm outscoring everybody by. And I think I actually have the least amount of points scored against. Yeah, I do. Okay.
I just want to get
That
in the
doesn't
playoffs.
matter
bro.
though when you're
I
scoring.
just want to get in the playoffs. That's all I care about. I just need to get in the playoffs. And this is, I'm projected to lose by Dominique by 10 points. Dominique's crap. His team's terrible. Then I play not Will Bailey. His team's okay. Then I play you. But I play you when I think I'll be back in my. You played me earlier this year, and I was half the man I am now. I have half that. So I think week 12, I'll have everybody except Kittle back. So you watch out, King Milf. I'm coming for your throne. And then I play little boy Davin. His team's all right. So basically, other than you, all the teams I play I'm pretty confident in. But watch me just lose to all of them because, that's fantasy football.
Okay. Yeah, I play you, and then I play BAP in the last week. I'm trying to look at the playoffs standings. I don't know how to find it. Whatever. It's the top 4 seeds. I think Nate, you're squeaking in right now at 4.
I'm fourth. I am fourth right now, and I have a game to lose.
I mean, you have 1 game on Davin though.
Yeah, I have a game on every.
What? Bro, I was literally like, yo, are you guys putting money in? Are you putting money in? Like, I was all ready, bro. And now I'm not even in it.
Dude, just 1 out, bro. You could go 7-6.
Let me look at playoff bracket. Yeah, I'm fourth. Yeah, you're eighth. Ooh, you got to win out. And not only do you have to win out, but
Hope for everybody to lose in my favor.
You gotta check my scores, Bat. You have to. In order for you to get in the playoffs, let's say everybody else loses.
I'm just gonna hack your guys' emails and
You have to win out.
Well,
and
first of all, Bap, you have to get above Beaker. So
I'm saying Beeks. Beeks is ahead of me.
You have to get second in your division. And then you have to get above Nate.
Bap, what's your fantasy football championship prediction?
In this league?
Yeah.
Championship.
Yeah.
Let me pull up the teams real quick. I got them right here.
Bap, I think your best possibility is hope Will does not win another game.
Yeah.
And take over the 1 seed.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Okay. Well, I would say Beeks. Beeks is in the chip.
The chip?
He's not gonna win any money. But he's gonna make the chip.
Beeks in the chip? Beeks isn't even in the playoffs.
I got Beeks and Logan.
See,
I'm sorry.
I think the 2 championship contendees are in the Zoom call right now. I think I'm fourth.
Yeah.
And I think I can take on Fayed. I know I can beat that man. I know I can beat Fayed.
Please beat Fayed, bro.
Let me see your team again.
I know I can beat
Look at my
Fayed.
team.
But then, Logan, I know I can beat you too, Logan.
Go to Beeks' team.
Tyler Murray, Chris Carson, James Robinson, Michael Thomas, Stephon Diggs, Kelsey, Miles Sanders, Nick Chubbs, Antonio Brown, and Travis Fogman's a sleeper, yeah.
Go to Beeks.
Beaker's team is ass. Actually, no, Beaker's team is better than I thought it would be. But it's still This is Beaker's team.
Yep. He's got Julio on the bench. Yep.
I could fucking whoop that team.
Chase Edmonds. Yeah, come on.
All right, this is my team healthy. Look, this is my team healthy. Matt Ryan, right? This is play. Let's say this is championship Nate Hazen. Kittle's back, right? I got Matt Ryan. I got Christian McCaffrey. I have Joe Mixon. I have Tyler Lockett. I have Calvin Ridley. I have George Kittle. Let's say I put Raheem Mostert in as my flex.
Okay.
I play wild card defense, and then I have Harrison Butker at kicker. I don't know who beats that.
Bro,
But I just can't get them all together because they all tend to fuck up their legs.
Let me take back what I said. I agree with that. I just needed to hear some names.
Look at this team, bro.
Frank versus Logan now. Frank versus Logan.
Yeah, it's just they can't seem healthy, bro. They just can't stay healthy, my guy. As soon as McCaffrey comes back, Kittle's out. Ridley's out. Whatever. I'm here picking up people on fantasy just for I picked up this week. My flex is Brandon Ayuk. Picked him up.
Brandon Ayuk.
Brandon Ayuk.
He's actually supposed to get like 13 though, I think.
True.
Let's look at I want to look at these projections. How did I drop? All right. Well, Fire's at 1 right now. It's probably because I don't even know.
Dang, I gotta go, bro.
That's all right. We're about to end anyway. I think we're basically done, right, guys?
Oh, okay. All right.
All right. Thank you guys for watching. This was the 8th installment. Let us know who you want to see. These guys will definitely be back on. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Come back next week for some more talks, and peace.
Yes, sir.
See ya.